Hi class, this is Trisha Underwood, and I will be your Intro to Sociology professor this semester. I absolutely love sociology. It is the study of human behavior in groups. So unlike our sister science psychology, who studies the mind and personality, we study human behavior and relationships and how behavior changes as group dynamics change. So super fun class. We'll be studying theory and how to apply them to real world situations. So one small thing about me is I love the beach. I wish I was at the beach right now. And so that's why you have my beach background. Let me share my screen and show you our classroom. So when you log on, most likely it came right to this modules page. Our class is organized into weekly modules, and within each module, it will have everything you need to know for that week. So for week one, we will have a couple of discussion boards. You'll be responsible for reading a chapter, doing the quiz. Each week, when you log in, what I would like for you to do, or each time you log in actually, I'd like you to hit announcements. And I would like for you to read through that. That's where you'll find videos such as this and any other activities and links and things like that. If you have a question for me or for the group or for the class, go ahead and type. Let's see if I can type and talk at the same time. Go ahead and type that here. And like I said, either myself or a classmate can answer that. So if you're having a question, like, how do I access the book? Or this isn't working for me, or this was a broken link, or something like that, put those questions and concerns right here. If you, and then you would hit post, reply, and that's how we would see that. If you have more of a personal question, or you have a problem or an issue and you need to talk to me about it, go ahead and email me. My email can be found right in the announcement page, as well as the syllabus and lots of different areas. It's trisha@cos.edu. So between this reply and email, those are the two best ways to get a hold of me this semester. So, like I said, this class is organized into weekly modules. And so let's hit the modules page. So as you'll see this week, you need to do a chapter quiz. So in order to access the book, you will click on this button here that says Pearson Rebel. If you have a Pearson account, go ahead and log in with that same account and password, and it'll go ahead and link your class or the new book to that. If you don't have a Pearson account yet or a Rebel account, just go ahead and follow the prompts once you click on this. It'll walk you right through how to register and get the book. Because I've already registered, it won't let me show you that setting. But are you still there? Yes, keep me signed in. But here's our textbook, or our class through Rebel. Here we go. Why isn't it working? Part of the fun of online learning, and we've all just learned to deal with it, right? Okay, so this is what our textbook looks like. You can log on and see the dashboard. It will tell you what is due and when. So like I said, every week we will just be covering one chapter, and you'll be responsible for that chapter quiz. This book also has a way to take notes integrated right in as you're reading. You can just type and take notes. It also has a study feature. If you want to click on that, you can quiz yourself. It has like note cards and little quizzes on each of the chapters. And then once you take some quizzes, your scores will be here under scores. So that's all found within our book. I really like this textbook. It has some really up-to-date examples and resources, and we'll be supplementing with even more up-to-date things with our discussion board learning. So let's go back to our modules. And you'll see this week, we have a welcome discussion board. This is where I'd like for you to just introduce yourself, tell me who you are, why you're taking the class, and answer those questions there. Each week you'll have at least one discussion board. This week you have two, but you will need to post your original reply by Wednesday of each week, okay? Be sure to answer all questions within the prompt. So you'll see the prompt here. I'll have a little something for you to read or a video to watch, or I'll ask you certain weeks to do research and come up with your own links. And then you'll need to answer the questions here. So with discussion boards, your original prompt should be 1 to 2 full paragraphs. It should end in a question, okay? So what did you learn? What did you want to discuss further? The discussion boards for me take the place of in-class lecture. So instead of having you all log on at a certain time and we lecture together and we talk about it, this is an asynchronous meeting format, meaning you can jump on, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday and post your reply to this question and then end in a question, and then check back throughout the week and see who replies to you and reply back to them. That's how the discussion board works. You are required to have your original post in on Wednesdays and 2 replies, a minimum of 2, by Friday, 10 p.m. in order to get credit for the assignment, okay? So every Wednesday, every Friday. I will be reading all of your discussion posts, but I may not comment on every single one. In fact, research shows that this is one place that students want to be able to talk and learn from one another and teach one another. And so I will be guiding and facilitating the discussions. And obviously I have a prompt here and I'm leading that, but I'm really interested in what you're learning in the text and how you can apply it to this topic that we're talking about on the discussion board, okay? So discussion boards are really important to me. They're not just a busy activity or a throwaway activity. I really do read them and I really want to see what you're learning. Okay, so those are super, super important to me. Let's hit modules again to see what else we're doing. So week 1, I have included a lecture on theory for you. Some students have a hard time understanding sociological theory, but it's actually one of my favorites. And I share with you some Trisha tips to help you really condense and learn the key phrases for each theory. So once you've learned these key phrases, it'll help you throughout the semester. This is not one thing where you learn these theories, take the quiz, and it's gone. We will be using these the entire semester, every week. So learn those key theorists and phrases that go with each theory, and you'll be set for the semester and for all of the rest of your sociology courses for your academic career. Okay. So like I said, each week you click on modules, there'll be an outline of activities here. I will add on here the assignment to purchase your book, just so that you make sure you do, that I have step-by-step instructions for you to get that book, okay? Also, you'll see each week we have one other assignment rather than your reading and your quiz. This week we have 2 discussion boards. And some weeks we will have a writing assignment. And those writing assignments you can find just by clicking on there and getting all the information. These writing assignments are also clicked to Revel. And so you will do that right in Revel and submit through Revel. Everything that is turned in through Revel gets automatically sent to the gradebook. Okay, so you do not have to email me or take screenshots of your scores. They'll just automatically go into the discussion, into the gradebook. So if you're ever missing that, let me know. And, or if you're getting lots of zeros, but you have scores, please email me and let me know that there's a hiccup or an issue, and I will correct that for you. Like I said, I love sociology. I think it is super applicable to everybody's life. Has a lot of real world application. I look forward to getting to know each of you better. And as always, if you have any questions, please email me. And I am more than happy to jump on Zoom and meet with you if you have any questions or concerns. And I just really look forward to meeting you and getting to talk about sociology. Have a great semester, everybody. Bye-bye.